Yo, we back with another one, man. About to get into this video. About Chig Smooth, man. Jim Jones want to kill Camron for exposing that he ain't got no heat in the podcast studio. Crazy, man. Drop a booty bum. You feel me? Hey, but we finna get right into it, man. Make sure y'all hit that like. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe.
Hey man, what's going on out there with Dipset these days? Now that everybody has their own podcast and own platform, every other month, Jim Jones and Camron are getting into it with each other. And more times than not, it's usually about the same things. And it's always about somebody trying to change the narrative of something that happened in the past with him. Jim Jones recently did an interview with the No Rap Cap podcast. Please make sure you guys go check out their channel and go check out the interview. Now, in this interview, while he was talking about Harlem and Big L, Jim Jones went out of his way to claim that Camron was terrified of Big L's brothers. Here's what he said.
Dame impact in Harlem was nothing. Not to say it like that. Dame came.
Jim Jones. How can you say Dame impact in Harlem was nothing when he put the whole set on? Crazy.
Came up under hustlers, that impact was it. He was a little dude when it came to hustling in Harlem. He wasn't not no Rich Porter, none of that type of. He wanted to hustle. He wanted to hustle for niggas like Rich Porter and shit like that. Dame from the East Side. The East Side is different from the West Side. Now for the East Side, Dame was a big deal to us because we were little when he was coming from the West Side. Little car, jewelry, and all that. So when you're young, he's looking like Rich Porter, but in reality, you know, he was like, just go to the store, take a couple grams, get out of here.
The Rap Cap Podcast.
When he canceled out the street side of it and go into the music business of it, what was his impact with Dipset at that time?
He didn't have no impact with Dipset. Dipset, we made our impact on our own.
When y'all came over to Rockefeller, did y'all bring a certain energy that kind of ruffled the feathers of like state property and people like that?
No, when we came over to Rockefeller, it was all love. Everybody in the studios doing music, state property, Left Bleak and them, diplomats. Everybody was doing music. That shit ain't started until they went through all that damn shit.
The Joel said Cam took over the rock, huh?
I mean, Mace was talented. He was a dancer. I mean, and Mace didn't excel at the rapping really to after high school. They started getting.
Jomo, Mace taught you how to rap. Jomo, what you out here doing, Jomo?
Getting on and shit like that, and then he excelled and then started getting on first and signed first, and then I helped Cam and everybody get on and shit like that. But as far as making a name for themselves in the street, nobody had no name in the street like that. You know what I mean?
Big L.
Right. Big L had a name for himself. He was rapping early. He was signed early. He had some dangerous ass brothers. They was uptown, really shaking and moving and shit like that. You dig? And that's not my part of town. That was uptown. You dig? Yeah, Cam used to be scared to death of them niggas to the point he didn't want to come outside. I didn't understand it because I'm from
Harlem. I can't at all knock it. What you mean, Camron was scared to come outside, Jomo? What type of time you on? You on that GTA type time? This is crazy to me. I ain't never heard none of these stories.
Downtown. You heard? We had our own set of killers.
Now, from what we publicly know, Cam was very respected out in Harlem. Obviously, him and Big L came up together. They had a group called Children of a Corn as well. Mace was in that group. McGruff was in that group as well. Now, whether or not Cam was terrified of Big L's brothers, I'm gonna leave that up to the people from Harlem to let us know in the comments. But after seeing Jim Jones trying to talk down on him in this interview, Cam said enough is enough, and he went on Instagram to shoot back at Jim Jones. Cam posted saying, "Yo, how you worried about me when your heat off and your rent due? I heard it was 7 degrees in the Bronx last night."
Heat off and a rent due, drop a booty bomb. You can't be, hey, if your heat off and your rent due, you can't be talking crazy to nobody. You got to take care of that first, for real.
Hey, first off, this is kind of crazy. How and why does Camron know that Jim Jones' heat was off at his podcast studio? Jim then goes in the comments to respond back to Camron. Jim tells him, "Yo, go do your shoot, punk." Cam responds back saying,
I think he meant to say show, but it said do your shoot, but I think he meant to say show.
"What's wrong, Capo? Your heat off too? I ain't know. It's hate for you to be 50 years old with no heat. What's your Zell, bro? I got you." He told him, "A Block know you soft." Cam responds back saying, "Yeah, but my heat on, and I'm warm. You 50 years old, tough and cold. But deadass though, Capo, your heat off for real? Now it continues. Jim Jones told him, yo, Cam, you're soft. Your whole crew is soft. And now this is where things get a little bit crazy. Jim tells him, yo, you want to play? Pull up. Let the people see how soft.
Pull up. Jim Jones trying to get to it. He said, Cam, why you doing all this talking? Pull up. I hate to see this for Dipset though, man. This is sad, man. Being a Dipset fan, this is sad. Like in the whole set, it's sad, man. And I hate to see it. I hate the way stuff playing out between them. I don't like it at all.
You are a chump. Cam responds back with more jokes. He says, Jomo, you 50 and still want to pull up? I got the video of you breaking in your own studio, trying to trigger the heat system, and chasing your landlord around in his car because he want his rent. Nah, dog, in no way, bro. In no way. You are 50. Go pull up on that heat bill. Why do people know Jim Jones's business? This is now the second person that's
shots fired. Camron told him to pull up on the heat bill. It's crazy, bro.
told us the man has not paid his rent. Who keeps on leaking this information to 50 Cent and Camron? Nah, fuck that. If I'm Jim Jones, I'm daring Camron to post this. I gotta know who sent you this goddamn video of me trying to trigger my heat system and also chasing my landlord around. That is way too specific to be a lie. I'm sorry, you guys. This is evil. Jim Jones has a mole in his podcast studio, and this has to be addressed ASAP. Now, 50 also chimed in as well. He said, damn, I hope you can all chip in and get the heat back on. Then he says, damn, Jim mad. With all this pressure, I hope he's all right. Cam is laughing at him. Maybe they can start a fire and all stand around it. 50 Cent gotta be top 2 instigators in the world out there. Now, as funny as this is, and trust me, this is fucking hilarious, at a certain point, if you're Jim Jones and Camron, this is just comedy and content for you, right? We're going to see Jim go back on his podcast, Let's Rap About It. He's going to address this because this is how they've been addressing issues the last couple of months. And if you're Camron as well, this is more content for you too. Cam is going to go and talk with Lee. He might bring up a mutual friend to confirm that he was not terrified of Big L's brothers, which for him, that's going to get him views. These guys are not going to pull up on each other and squabble. It's not going to happen. And keep in mind, Cam knows where Jim Jones records at. He knows where his studio is. So no, this is not any street beef. This is just flat out entertainment. Obviously, if you're a longtime Dipset fan, this isn't what you want to see. You don't want to see these two.
No, I definitely don't want to see this, man. Man, when Dipset hit the scene, man, it was different, bro. I can't even explain. Man, I probably played Old Boy like 1,000,000 times in one day. Like, no lie. Like, when the set hit the scene, it was over with. It was a wrap. But you got to thank Dame Dash for that, man. One thing we not going to do is not give Dame Dash credit. I don't care how you feel about him personally, but Dame Dash did a lot of great things. And if it weren't for Dame Dash, a lot of great things we wouldn't have. Kanye West, Dipset, hell, Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? So Dame did a lot of great stuff. So let's not act like, I don't know why people try to act like Dame ain't did nothing because he be going through the things he be going through, but he did a lot, man. And it's a shame how the culture be trying to run his name down like he just didn't never do nothing.
Two guys going at each other, but you just gotta accept that these two guys will never be cool with each other. So if you want to fuck with Jim Jones, you go support Jim. If you want to fuck with Cam, you go support Cam and his podcast. Or if you're neutral, you sit back and enjoy the entertainment. You guys get in the comments below. Are you guys concerned?
Yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this. It's your boy Buddha, man. I'm out.